Hello. We're never sure if it's evening or daylight when people are watching us, so now that we're on tape.
That's right. Good morning, everyone.
Or good evening, or you must be bored and there's nothing on Dancing with the Stars, so you're watching us. It's October 13th. This is the Historical Commission, and the first thing we're going to do is have a public hearing. We have a demolition request for 7 Cottage Road, and we have the owners with us. Come up to our fabulous table.
And sign in.
And sign in.
It's like a quiz show. Sign in, please.
You don't get, well, you might get parting gifts. You never know. And you are Pamela Burns?
I am.
Good. Now, I'll ask a question. What we're going to do is we're opening the public hearing. It's 6:30ish, close enough for me. And we will, during this period, ask you questions. You can ask us questions. Then we will close the public hearing, and then we will take a vote. And the vote is to whether or not the property has historic significance. If it does, then we go into a delay for a year while we try to work out some way of saving it. And if it does not, then you will get a permit to demo it, not before Thursday, because Wednesdays you
Well,
can't.
we will pass paperwork on to the building department saying, you know, we did find a significant or not,
Yeah.
and they'll take it from there.
Okay, so you can't go tearing it down tomorrow if you say
No,
it's
that's
okay.
okay.
People have tried that, not a good idea. Okay, so tell us what you've got. You've got 7 Cottage Road.
7 Cottage Road is a piece of property that's been in my family since approximately 1950. And there is a seasonal cottage on it that my understanding from Mr. Para, who we have engaged the services of for engineering purposes, tells me was built in about 1941. There's also a trailer, like an old mobile home on that property. And it is waterfront on Hayden Pond.
Yep.
And we, myself, my family have plans to demolish what is there and put up a year-round home. We live in Dudley already, but we would like to live year-round at the pond. And so we'd like to take down what's there and put up a new stick-built home.
I've been there. Have you been?
Actually, I have.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Usually 1 or 2 of us get out there to
Okay.
see. I walked down to it. It was a lovely view. Your neighbors are questionable. Nancy, you watching this? Yes.
I thought you'd be here.
Yeah. Very nice view. And I looked at it and I said, yeah, it's 50. So, yeah. And the trailer's going also, I guess.
Yes, it is.
That was ugly.
Yes.
Really ugly. But, and its time served its purpose, you know how it goes out. All right, what we're looking for is whether or not any of these things happen. Whether it's on the National Register, it is not. I can tell you that.
Okay.
Not even close. Whether it has any architectural interest. Usually that would be a house, maybe an unusual house by a particular builder that there just aren't many of them around.
Mm-hmm.
Yours has no interest,
Okay.
as I saw it. Geographical, is it iconic? Do people go by it? Do they say, oh, I see that every day? You know, I remember this from when I was a child. I had to go and walk down there and say, 7, where is 7? Yes, no problem. Or historic importance. I'm assuming nothing worthy, well, I shouldn't even put it that way, that you could talk about has happened on that property.
Not that I can think of that would be of historic significance.
Just in the family.
Except in
okay.
the family stories, yes.
Great parties.
Right.
So those are the criteria we're looking at. Questions from the Commission?
Seems like a nice place to have a new home.
We love that spot, and couldn't ask for better. Flat, clean pond. My kids adore it there, and since we're planning to stay in Dudley anyway, we thought we'd like to just put our roots there.
Yeah.
So
Will that be another bus stop for the school bus, or the kids are old enough?
I'll have one still going to school by then, but I don't know if there's other kids who take the bus around there or not. So.
A teenager.
I have a teenager now who will be in college probably heading for college by the time we do that, and then I have a younger one still in school.
Michael, do you have any questions?
No additional here.
Any questions from us? To us?
No. There's a separate permit process for the demolition, or is this part and parcel of that? Or?
Yeah, we will tell the building department
Okay.
what our finding was,
Okay.
and then they can process your permit.
Okay.
But they can't do anything until they hear from us.
Okay.
Now, and they're closed tomorrow, so they won't hear from us till Thursday.
Okay.
Can I make a motion to close
I'm
the
accepting a motion. Close the hearing. All in favor?
Chris was
Aye.
I.
Hearing is closed.
Here we go.
Now I'm accepting the motion
Yeah.
on the property.
Okay. Did you want to make it? No, make it.
Well, we'll test your
Here we go
knowledge.
again. I make a motion that 7 Cottage Road is deemed non-historical
Without significance.
without any significance.
There you go.
There
That's
you
the
go.
word.
I keep on needing to
Glad
have
you,
that
Michael.
written out for me.
7 Cottage Road without significance, under the terms of the Dudley demolition delay bylaw.
There you go, Mike.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
See how easy that is?
Ayes have it.
Thank you.
We wish you well.
Thank you
and,
very
I will probably Thursday, I'll get this notification over to the building department,
Okay.
and they will notify you, I guess, when things start to roll.
Okay. Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Good luck with you.
You can start picking out the drapes.
Yeah.
Now,
Thank you.
the
The fun
place
stuff.
right now has what, one bathroom?
The place right now has one bathroom.
And how many is it going to have when you're done?
2.5.
2.5. See how that happens, Mike? We all grew up on these, one bathroom, 7 kids or something?
Yes, 2.5.
And now you'll be downsizing in a few years. That's what I did.
Right. We made sure we picked a plan that my husband and I, when we're old, can stay on the first floor. Not going up
Good for you.
the stairs.
Well, good luck, folks, and thanks for your
Good.
patience.
Thank you.
Nice to keep you in Dudley.
Good night. Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, the agenda, minutes of the July meeting.
Because that's Bastille Day.
It was July 14th. I'm entertaining a motion.
Seems so long ago, doesn't it?
Yeah, it was.
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes of July 14th.
And second,
Second.
any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor? Aye.
And he moves.
And now, August 11 meeting minutes.
Come on, be sure on a roll.
I'm trying to go through it fast because I know you sent it, but I just like anything to catch my eye. All right. I make a motion to accept the minutes of August 11th, 2015.
Second, Michael?
Second.
Thank you. Any discussion? None? All in favor?
Aye.
Approved? You're happy? You and I? All right, minutes are out of the way. Excellent. Financial update. Chris, where are we here?
I don't think we have any updates.
We did have some money that came in, right? Yeah.
That's the 765 for the gift account.
Yeah. So that must have been 750 plus a $15 sign or something. So what was that donation? 750, wasn't it?
It must be
Got
the
this one.
Kalinowski's generous donation.
Good.
That answers my question.
So that's good to see. I mean, we're still sitting on some money to pay off our National Register project. So we need $5,000 for that. It's still sitting there.
Should we add that to the committed funds and from which account?
It comes out of, it's sitting right now, I think, in our gift account. Because there's no other place for it that I see, so that must have been where they kept it. And it is committed. It's $5,000 that will be paid once we get this thing done. It's been a long, long road to do it. All right.
And we need a little bit of money in there too, because Forrest's down there sitting on books that were supposedly rehabbed in the 70s. They were coated, they were laminated on both sides. So they're essentially in a sealed atmosphere now, and if this stuff starts to go bad, there's not a lot you can do with it. You can send it off and it's a mess. You take scalpels and hot scalpels and it's like trying to disassemble a hot
Can they
cheese sandwich.
digitize this now? Can they digitize it from what?
Well, but that's the thing. You have to digitize what you've got before it gets worse. And nobody slides down the bath bowl for nothing. It's going to be when it happens. When it happens.
Take that one to the bank. No one slides down the bath hole for nothing.
And
Okay.
you've got to have the money to do it. You probably can't wait for a town meeting to try and get money for it. You have to have it there. So it would be good to have a little bit of a kitty there.
Yep. No, we'll try to build that the kitty up. All right. Motion to accept the treasurer's report.
I'll make a motion to accept this month's treasurer's report.
Thank you. Second, Michael.
Second?
Thank you. Discussion? Hearing none? All in favor?
Aye.
Good.
All right, good. Financial update. Historic district progress. I have sent Phil Warbass another note saying, let's just call it where it is. We've done edits and edits and edits, and I think we are now fine-tuned to the point where we're ready to just submit this thing as it sits. We have not heard back from Boston about questions that we've asked them, so I'm not waiting for them any longer. We're just going to send it in. And if there's anything that they are unhappy with, God help them, because I'm ready to go elsewhere. Maybe the governor's office and say, we are being treated poorly in the sticks.
In many different
I'm
ways.
so sick of it.
Yes.
Boston drives me nuts. All right.
They were out here and they were seemingly very helpful last April, and since then we've heard nothing from them.
She, that was it. And I thought maybe she died or retired, but I haven't seen that happen. So those two wishes didn't get fulfilled. All right, so that's where that is. Future events for the town. Walktober, folks. Over here. Walktober, November 7, 10 a.m. at the Black Tavern. It will be open for tours. So, Dudley folk, if you've never been in the tavern, this is your time to get there. It's a Saturday. It's 10 o'clock. Each of the rooms in the tavern will be staffed, just as we do with the third graders. There'll be somebody presenting in each room. So, 10, 12 minutes or so in a room, and they'll explain that room, then you move to the next room, and so forth. You can see everything that's in there. It's fun. It's a great idea, and the tavern does try to do it every year, and this is it, part of Last Green Valley's Walktober experience, even though it's in November. So
There's actually another Walktober in Dudley next Sunday.
There we go. And let me guess, it's a walk, October walk, in October, on the Wheelock
Woods.
property.
The Wheelock Woods, off of 197 West Main Street.
And what's the date?
October 18th. We just had one on Sunday, and there's a
Yeah.
follow-up
Yeah.
is again this Sunday. Thank you for doing that.
Now we'll have events. October 18th.
Do you have any trails in there, Dee?
Yep, they're open. They've been open for many, 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 many years. Yep. One
Ernie.
that goes right to the Grand
Supposed
Trunk.
to be a
And
rail
there were
trail
people there
thing
last.
at
We had 30 people
Route
last week.
350?
Well,
No such thing. Ken Buckowitz
Yeah,
is supposed to have a public meeting about making a tunnel instead of a hill
yeah.
on a rail trail.
And what time was it scheduled for?
7.
7? In room 350? I don't have a...
Is there such a place?
Did you know anything about the schedule? You know, 'cause
Well, we
it's
can be
not
out of
gonna-
here by-
Well, it won't, probably won't be taped anyway. But this
It'll
isn't
be-
350, is it?
Is it today, or I know there's one in 2 weeks?
I was told by Ken 2 or 3 weeks ago that it was today. Room 350.
350.
I don't know. What
Is there a room 350?
No, it's 3:15.
Oh.
This is
That would be
315.
This would be it.
There wouldn't be a 50 anyway.
Well, let's get out of here.
Give us a minute and we'll make a
Yeah,
phone call.
just give me 2 minutes and I'll be able to see if I can try
Wheelock,
something out.
Wheelock Woods is what date?
You got October 18th, Sunday,
Sure.
at 1 p.m.
And they're gonna meet at the bottom of Center Road.
No, they're meeting, you can actually enter the woods. There's a small driveway right after the long white fence. There's no actual address, but there'll be people out there with signs to indicate how you enter.
Off
There's
Center Road.
parking, no,
Off-
off West Main Street.
Tufts Hill.
Yes, and there's parking on site.
Really? Oh, okay.
Yep,
That's good.
in the woods.
Good.
Yep.
I have walked that before, and it's fun. Part of that takes you up to the old Grand Trunk Railroad.
Yeah, that's on our property, actually.
Yeah, and it's going to be gorgeous.
Mm.
Trees will be perfect.
It was gorgeous Sunday.
So
Come, Chris, if you
we'll
can.
hope for another good day.
Yeah, we will. It's going to be a little cooler, but it'll be fine.
That's okay.
It's cool, good cool. When it's cool. It's good when it's cool and you're walking.
Yep. Other events? Anybody know?
For the
any
business?
Preservation projects? Nothing happening. We're hoping for the fall town meeting to be approved for funds to do additional preservation of. What are we doing this year? Books?
Books.
Books.
Every year, books.
Books and more books.
Come on out,
We're
come on
all
out to
done.
November 2nd town meeting and support preservation efforts in Article 25.
Article 25. All right. Other business not known.
I have a question.
Yes.
What's happened to the National Grid project on Main Street?
Oh, okay. Good question. The old Stevens retail building
Yep.
will not be demolished until spring.
Okay.
It's off the books right now. They couldn't get all their stuff lined up in time.
Okay.
So I talked to them a couple of weeks ago and they said, no, it's springtime.
All right.
And the granite, the agreement is the granite facade will be palletized and brought up to the town barn for the town.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Excellent.
good plan. Anything else? All right. I'm entertaining the motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.